your girl Rosii, also known as Michelle Rose. I'm so excited about today. We're here with Iconix Video. Y'all, she's like the bomb dot. I gotta read notes because it's a lot to say. 15-time platinum and Grammy nominated vocalist and composer, singer, songwriter, female rapper, the girl who's 52. Entrepreneur, she's also a wonderful mother. And the list goes on and on. I could say so much because I have been on Google, I have been on YouTube, I have been on Instagram, I have been spying on her. I know her life. The amazing, the one and only Miss Dria Thornton.
Thank you, I'm good. Thank you for having me.
But when I tell y'all, listen, when the beats drop,
when you hear my music, you're like, wait a minute, that's not the same girl.
You look so beautiful today.
Thank you.
Represent H-Town all the way through. Let's talk a little bit about your style, you as an artist.
Yeah.
How would you describe your style?
Oh, gosh, I don't know. My music is like, it's a combination. It's a combination of all the influences that I've had in my life, right? So, you know, just growing up with my mom, I was exposed to so many different things like Anita Baker and like movie themes, you know, soundtracks and, you know, jazz and you know, rap and R&B and just classical, all these things, right? And then my dad's style of music and going to performing arts school and being exposed to like musical theater, classical music and show choir and all this. So all that stuff's in my mind, right? So it's like, okay.
Just went in the church, y'all, singing in the choir, okay?
Right. I was in the church choir before, like everything. So I was like, oh, what do I want to sing today? You know, that's what I just pulled from the bag of all this exposure.
I love it. One thing I can say, just from seeing a lot of your posts, you're very diverse in your work. Not just from your background. You've actually taken the things that you've learned from your background, and it's all through your posts. You're dropping R&B. Yeah. You dropping heat. She. Thank God I'm putting it's my song. Let me go ahead and just make my disclaimer. That is my jam. Can we talk about Thank God I'm Pretty?
Yeah.
I love that song.
Yes.
What influenced that song?
Well, actually, okay. So it took me a long time to write that song, and this was quite a few years ago. But as I was sitting down writing the song, I'm just like, I don't know. It was like something I wanted to have confidence, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to. It's not about bashing other women, but it's more of like, hey, come be on the cool girls team, because the cool girl team, we support each other, we cute, we making money, we doing X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, God, thank God I'm here. Like, but if you gonna be ugly and you gonna act like, you know, opposing behavior, then, you know, hey, so sorry for you. I'm sorry you ugly. And I always think of ways. Sorry your ways are ugly. I'm so sorry. But I always think of ways to like creatively say normal things that we deal with in life. You know what I mean? So, but it took a while to write that song, and I was hoping people understood it because, and that it was not a female bashing song. It's more of like, let's be more supportive type song.
I love the message because you do have pretty girls who are mean, and you got some mean.
Yeah.
And so I could totally relate to that, especially being in the industry. Oh, women in music. This is a woman in music, y'all, and I'm not just saying this lightly. Being in the Recording Academy, because that's not just something that people should play small. Obviously, it's the industry,
right? The
music industry. Being a woman in music, how important do you think your brand is?
Oh, now, okay. Now, being a woman, though, what does being a woman have to do? Well, okay. Why is it important for you as a female artist? Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to say this. Okay.
Take your time, because One thing about it, you got away with words, okay? Pen game is strong. Take your time. Pen game is strong.
Unfortunately, it's super important, and unfortunately, it's more important for women than it is for men. Men still need to have a brand, but women need to have a completely different type of brand. I feel like in certain aspects of the industry, I don't really. I guess I don't subscribe to like there's over sexuality. There is things that people do that's not even in their character in order to market something. In that sense of the brand, I think it's important in that arena. But as far as like an independent artist, your brand is super important because it tells people who you are.
Yeah.
You don't have the marketing engine behind you that regular artists do, or like artists that are signed to labels do. So it takes a lot more for people to know who you are. You're just a little fish in the sea, or you're just a file on the internet. You know what I mean? And so it takes you building a universe around yourself for people to see, oh, she likes that, or she has these kind of views, or she's a mom too, or she's a this, or, she sings female empowerment songs, or, it's super important to have something that many people can attach to. You know what I mean? Because if it's just, even one-sided brands that are just focused on, those do really, really well too. But if you want to expand in what you do, you have multiple things that people can attach to.
Now all that was just natural. That was just natural. And what I love about what you're saying is that you are the poster girl for this. Because your work speaks just that. New York Fashion Week. Let's talk about it. I mean, things like this. New York Fashion Week. Please, why don't you kind of share?
You're speaking about Serena Williams fashion show.
It's not just
2022.
It's like we're working with the GOAT, amazing, the iconic Serena Williams.
Yeah.
How did that come about, if you don't mind?
So we've been working with her for a few years, doing she has a clothing line called S Brand. And so my husband and I have been afforded the opportunity to do a lot of the sync music, the custom music she did a whole series of the clothing line. She did 2 series of the clothing line, and then their ads and throughout the brand building for the S Brand. And we've done a fashion show before for her a few years ago where we curated the playlist for the DJ. But this time, with the way the music industry is changing, the music licensing is very hard. I mean, public performance, getting things cleared and using them on ads for social media is very hard. They will block you in a second if, for copyright infringement or whatever.
Right.
So it's always good to have people that that do custom music. And so she called maybe like 2 days before this particular fashion show. Yeah, she was like, I need music for the reception, I need music for the runway. And as a production, we knocked them out. We had acapellas that we had just in the arsenal. Yeah, Chris, my partner, created brand new tracks for them. And then they ended up using one song called Queen Remix.
I love it. Yeah.
Thank you. And that was for the main fashion show, like the runway song.
It fit perfectly. I just want to say it fit perfectly. Even on the post on your Instagram page, all the beautiful models just sitting there. Yeah. And the song is playing, and I'm just like,
yeah.
The words are powerful. It obviously fits Serena Williams perfect.
Absolutely.
And her brand.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what we're talking about. You just can't be one. No, you gotta be open and 48 hours tops delivery.
Yes.
You have to stay creating. You have to stay
absolutely consistent and deliver high quality.
Speaking of quality, you just jumped on Instagram the other day, Phil Wade.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, so you just been killed. Everybody like doing their thing. I mean, your delivery is so diverse. It's so much needed. I was telling her earlier that I was listening to your music just to get ready for the interview. And I was like, why isn't this on the radio? You give me Erica Badu, then you come back and you drop some bars, and I'm like, what's happening? When you performing, let's talk about you as a performer. What's going through your mind? I mean, because you do so many different styles.
Yeah.
How do you depict what to deliver to an audience?
You mean, well, it depends on the song. Okay. I let the song dictate what I'm delivering.
Wow.
Because to me, lyrics are super important, and the purpose of the song is super important, right? Whether it's to be ratchet or whether it's to, I don't know, make love, it serves a purpose. And so I treat each song as an individual story I need to tell you, or an individual piece of empowerment or inspiration. So that's how I switch through my songs and the different styles. It's just because I have to take each song individually, like, Thank God I'm Pretty has a message.
Yeah.
And I want everyone to feel that message. So whatever that song is relaying, I need to get out and relay it so that you can understand what I'm saying,
Yeah. So you mentioned earlier, and we're going to get into your backstory in just a moment. But you mentioned earlier that your husband, you work side by side with hubby.
Yes.
Okay, so please do tell you. Is he a producer? He a writer? What does he do?
Well, he's both. He's a producer, writer. He's a singer. Amazing engineer, mixing, mastering. Well, he can master, but we send masters out. But I mean, he's an amazing engineer. A&R. I mean, he's an amazing A&R. Yeah, like
teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes, absolutely. And so we've been working together for about 20 years. Yeah. He reached out to me, wanted to work with me as an artist because he was looking for somebody to work with in California on MySpace. Okay.
No.
Yes, and
you say MySpace?
Come
on, let's get it. Come on, I'm all here for this.
Yes. So we ended up connecting like that, being an artist, having an artist producer relationship, and then later, it wasn't until later, because I was engaged at the time, that we were doing music together. But it wasn't until later that we ended up making it romantic, like, personal. You're like, oh, okay, wait a minute. And then we decided to form a songwriting team called the Frontrunners. And he did the production. I was the lead songwriter. Then we wrote together. We started helping develop other artists, like locally and wherever we are, we're helping develop artists. And so everything we do and have done, he's helped me develop my career as an artist, my brand as an artist. He's a marketing genius, tech genius.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like he has his I would say department.
What's his email?
Hey, no.
Oh God, it's so beautiful, because I think seeing also like amazing couples like B and J.
Yeah.
Obviously. Angela Bassett, and I mean, come on. I mean, we can just continue to name a lot of the pinnacle couples that just make it happen and they do it together. And 15-time platinum. Now I just want you to know, before we got you on the show, I was looking at your bio and I was like, 14 times, okay, boom. Then I went back and it said 15 times. Wait a minute, did she just get another?
Yes. Well,
did that really happen?
In the last year, it did. Yes, the last year it changed to 15 because there's a particular song called 1-800 by Logic and Alicia Cara and Khalid. Nice. And it was a very, very big song, and it just keeps selling. It just keeps influencing. Like it's crazy. That's our biggest, multi-platinum record, but. Yeah.
Wow.
Logic's music just we wrote. Now it's 4 records because Chris is recently on his new album that's going to come out. My husband,
yes,
my partner. Logic's coming out with a new album the end of this month called College Park, and Chris did like backgrounds and all kind of stuff on that album. But that would make the 4th album that we've done work on for him, and his music keeps like exponentially just going like stream after stream after album, and we're just like, what? It's just like a lot. It's like we attach to the right artist, like, because he's a major artist, but has such an independent mind frame, and business minded, so he's always expanding his brand. So when you have written and done vocal work and been a part of projects for this person, and they continue to expand, are you just going to continue?
You just go with it.
Yeah.
Wow. And just be ready. Don't be trying to get your stuff together.
Hey,
be
ready.
That's just how the
preparation meets opportunity. That's what my mom used to always say. Yeah. Always be ready.
Always be ready. Dria, I think that the people deserve to know a little bit about your history.
Okay.
You were born in Houston.
Yes.
But then H-Town wasn't just holding it down like it was supposed to. Tell us, you were born in Houston, but then...
Yeah, then my dad was a flight attendant, and so we moved to different places after that, and then ended up in California. Excuse me, and so then I ended up growing up in California, Southern California.
When did you find music to be it for you?
Ooh. Unconsciously, when I was 5 years old.
Oh, wow.
Okay, because I remember that was the first time I ever sang was at a talent show. And I sang The Greatest Love of All. And I got a standing ovation, and there was roses and everything. And I was just like, oh, this is awesome. I remember that feeling as a 5-year-old. And so I think unconsciously, that's when it started. But it was when I was in junior high that I really was like, okay. And my dad was a songwriter as well. And he used to go and record his own music. And he was also part of like the karaoke circuit. Excuse me. And he was also an actor. So I always got to see. Oh, wow. And my mom always worked. She really enjoyed like TV production and and movie production. And so she was like always on like TV sets and stuff. So
literally born into the industry.
Yeah, basically, my parents were like, no, I couldn't. I was like, well, I'm gonna do this too.
Oh my goodness,
it was totally inspiring. Totally.
Wow. So you growing up in LA, obviously, seeing your dad, your mom, you just being exposed to so many different accolades of your bloodline, if you will.
Yeah.
But then you go to school.
Yeah.
You go to
Performing arts school in high school. Yeah, my parents found it actually, and they introduced me to it, and they gave me a choice. Like they were like, if you want to go, we'll support you. It was like 45 minutes from our house, Huntington Beach High School, and they were like, well, because my dad worked for the bus system, and so we had free passes. So 45 minutes, I mean, it turned into 2 hours on the bus, but I mean, it didn't cost nobody no money, and that was it. So I took the bus. So they took us, dropped me off and stuff, but for the most part, it helped me build my independence. I took the bus to school, and I got the chance to just learn all different disciplines of art.
Nice.
Tons of different disciplines, and so it influenced everything about who I am, like, stage performances and stuff. Like, it just was everything you can think of. It was like
lights, camera, action.
Yes.
Everything is just happening for now. I heard to the grapevine you was in the orchestra. You played the violin. What's up?
I love it.
What's up? Listen. No, I had to give it up after a while.
You played too?
I did. I did. But once I discovered I could get my nails done, when my grandmother was like, "Okay, you can go."
He was like, "Nails, violin."
Miss Nelson, my orchestra teacher was like, "No, it's not gonna work."
No.
I was like, "Well, give me the microphone. Let's do
it." That's what it is.
So let's talk about you playing any instruments. You play the violin. Any other instruments that you?
No, just the violin.
And then the pen game came. How has the industry at this point in your life? You can reflect back from where you started. Mm-hmm. How has the industry really made an impact on you as an artist?
Oh, how has the industry made an impact on me as an artist?
Because, some people have, I've just been having a good time, just enjoying the ride. Or some people have, like, this has been the most amazing journey.
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
how has it impacted you?
I mean, it has been an amazing journey. It really has. I mean, anytime I'm doing something I love, like I love music, so I'm doing something I enjoy. So it's always been a great journey. But I also got to see some dark side to it, of the music industry as a whole, the business side of it, and it just taught me to be stronger, really, and taught me to be stronger, and it taught me to have more confidence in myself. Because if you don't have confidence in this industry, you will get stepped on, you will get used up, you will get stepped over. You know what I'm saying? So it's used up, and so. I learned. I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to see so many different sides of the industry. I learned that you have to have just a solid ground and a grounding of who you are, a good base before you try to build on top of it and service the world. You know what I mean, with your music, or service a community, or service an audience. So that it's helped me learn myself and be more confident and love myself and work harder, because you're going to get closed doors. You're going to hit walls. You're going to hit stumbles and obstacles and all that, but it builds you up to be stronger when you go through those things. So, I mean,
speaking of doors, because you walk through a lot of doors in the industry.
Well, I knock them down.
Okay, welcome back.
Yeah, I thought, what's up? So let me talk to you real quick.
I love that, because I think that most people are afraid. After a while.
Yeah.
If you don't meet a certain level of streams, if you don't get a certain number of likes, if you don't meet that followers quota, right?
Right.
People just kind of get discouraged. But not you. Now we got some movie placements coming. We got people don't really know what sync like. Could you explain exactly what is sync like?
Yes, it's when a television show or a film or and your music is placed in another medium of media or entertainment. So when my music is used on a show on Netflix or a show on Peacock or that's licensing my music and syncing it.
Is there something you can kind of tell them maybe we've seen or heard?
Oh yeah. So
wait a minute, stop. Yeah.
Last year, I had a great sync year. There was a song that I did called "Today I Saved the World," and it was on. Thank you. And it was on that show Bel Air. It was also featured on just recently the Netflix show From Scratch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was on Basketball Wives, and then I've done some other stuff with. So I work with 3 different music licensing houses right now, and so I've had some other stuff that's been on the Kardashians. Other stuff that's been played a lot on MTV, like on the Teen Mom series and Teen Mom reunions and Jersey Shore and stuff like that. So it's been a good year.
Like 48 hours.
Yeah. I mean, done a lot of Serena ads.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Talk about a woman working in music.
Yeah.
This is what it means. This is it.
I just be so working.
Just kind of like, come on, what? And I'm just thinking the whole time. Thank God I'm pretty. I love that song. I just saved the world. By the way, your sit down, your little acoustic setup when you had, was it the DJ that was standing
the She Room performance? Yeah. I need to do another one.
You do.
I haven't done it.
Because that was nice. That was.
I moved, so my She Room changed. It's in renovation. So
it will be coming.
It will be coming back.
Stay tuned. Let's talk about that song. How did that song come about?
Today I Saved the World. Okay. So the licensing company I'm working with, called 5 Alarm, they sent over a track, and it just had this really cool vibe to it. It made me feel like Erykah Badu really had that like soul, like neo soul vibe. And so I don't know. I just sat down and I don't even remember how this concept came up, but it was just like, again, another one of those creative ways to say, I'm inspiring or I'm helping somebody in the world today.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's like, I'm just an ordinary girl. But today I saved the world just because I like motivated somebody. You know what I'm saying? The simplest thing, you know?
Simplest thing. And I think that speaks volumes today because songs like that, it's like when y'all watching shows, listen to the music a little bit more. Tune.
Yeah, tune in. They're there for a reason.
They're there for a reason. I love your message as a writer, as a woman in music. Everything that you bring in just to the world, to the universe. Thank you.
Thank you.
What's in the making for the one and only Dria?
Okay.
She working.
Yes. I'm working every day. Okay. Right now I'm working on like 5 different projects. I'm working on a theme song for a new movie that's going to be coming out this year. I'm working on 3 artist projects for myself. Yay. One's like a thank you.
New music alert.
Yes, it's a lot of music too. One is like R&B dance mixtape. Nice. And then another one is like it's so my first album, When I Grow Up, which came out last year. It basically just goes through a little journey of like different experiences in my life and just building my confidence and whatnot. But this next EP that I'm gonna do, it's like an R&B love. It's called When It Comes to Love, and it really talks about like my dating years. You know, my years in college, and you know, them times, them little trifling times, them little
days.
Yeah, we was just go them days. Okay, and so I pulled from those experiences on that album, and there's a third album that I'm working on, which is just straight R&B.
I love it.
Yeah,
because R&B is definitely here. I mean, and it's slowly coming back with vengeance. And I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
Who do you aspire to work with?
Ooh, I want to work with Beyonce. I do. I just want to write with her. I wanna create a really dope song with her, and I also want to see her process.
Okay.
You know, I
think that's fire.
Yeah.
That's super fire. Yeah. Go ahead and go. Go ahead. Speaking of being a mother, we're trying to get into some more stuff. Because you're always working, but I think this is the beauty of being a mother. Yeah, I think you know.
Right.
How do you balance it? So much is happening.
It is.
How do you balance being a mother
Honestly, I had to start using the calendar. Okay. I had to start using the calendar. I carve in the morning. My carve out time is just taking him to school, and then I pretty much have the rest of the day, carved out into sections. You know, it's like, okay, I'm gonna handle this at this moment. I'm gonna handle this right here. I'm gonna record these records. Okay, in between this time and this time, I'm not doing any records. I gotta pick up my son. I gotta cook dinner. I gotta go to the grocery store. I gotta XYZ. And then after I finish dinner, then I can work on this, 3 or 4, back to work. And I stay up all night if I need to and just start over the next day.
This is like in music. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I got you working right now. Okay. The Recording Academy, the Grammys is coming.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it comes around every year. But 2023 is the year. Do you have anybody that you like kind of whoop?
Yes, I am whooping Beyonce's Renaissance. I love that album. And one of the producers, he's family to us, S1. He's on that album. He produced on 2 songs on that album, and man, they're all up for the Grammy, and I'm so excited about that. I think she really revolutionized, like she really did something different, and she really did what she needed to do coming out of this pandemic with her music. It was just like putting people in a different place. And if you feel it, you feel it. If you don't, you're not there, that's fine, but for the most part, right. I mean, but it's a masterpiece, I feel like. It was very well put together, and I could feel her energy in that album. So
I think that's very important, especially for artists. I asked this question a while back to somebody, and they didn't really give me what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I got the right one. What is the industry missing right
Oh, the industry is missing just real singers.
now? Okay. I agree.
Real singers.
I
Just
agree.
singing.
Yeah, I agree.
You
I
know? Which is why I really feel like I need to live up to what I do, and that's sing in all forms, but like
I'm
singing my
I'm
soul.
my shoe at the radio when you drop this R&B project. I'm ready.
Yes.
I already know what you want me to do. Just know I'm ready, guys. This has just been such. It's just been so amazing to just sit here. I had so many questions I was supposed to ask, but just talking to you, it just felt so organic.
Thank
so
you.
thank you.
Definitely, I agree.
What is the best advice you've been given?
Ooh, what is the best advice I've been given? The thing that is literally sticking out of the top of my head, and my husband always says, "You're a name dropper," but I'm not really a name dropper, but it's really a person that I respect, Quincy Jones.
Wow. Okay.
I got a opportunity to meet Quincy Jones, and I asked him. I said, "I want to be a singer. I'm a singer, and I want to make it in the industry. What is your advice to somebody that's starting out or whatever?"
Mm-hmm.
And his advice was, he's like, "Don't try to be unique in the sense of trying to reinvent the wheel." He's like, everybody that has been super successful has learned and taken from people who've already done it in the past, the greats, the people who, had created certain genres and this and that, whatever. You take a little bit from them, mix it up, and that is your uniqueness. Be yourself, but use what you've already learned from other people. I was like, I don't want to be this person, and I don't want to be Billie Holiday, and I'm me. I'm independent. I'm me, but it really makes sense, because everybody's influenced by somebody.
Right.
Everybody's influenced by something, some type of music or a person, and if it has already worked for them and it's something that, inspires you, then take it and mix it up and
Who
make
you.
So many people. Good. Oh my gosh.
I love it.
Boyz II Men, Mariah Carey, Lauryn Hill, Jill Scott, India Arie, Beyonce, Brandy, you name it. Like
the icons.
The icons. Yes. There's so many. So many, and I think it overall the grand. I guess the common denominator is their dedication to their skill. That's influence to me. Like your dedication to your skill and your dedication to, using your instrument as it's a gift. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so these people really tapped in. Anybody that's really tapped into who they are musically and what their gifts are is always an inspiration for me.
Any words of advice to the youth that are listening to the sound of your voice? You're so like you girl, you're it. Like you're it because you're so humble. But you badass though.
No, he's worse. You heard my song, right?
Yes. And yeah, any words of advice? 15-time platinum. I mean, just you're full of so much knowledge. The kids that are listening.
Okay.
Words of advice to them.
Follow your dreams. If you have a passion for something, if you have a gift that you know deep down in your soul that is something that you need to share with the world, or there's something that you need to be doing, follow it, do it, learn it, master it, never give up, and just go for it, because literally anything is possible. Anything is possible. like wholeheartedly believe that anything is possible. So, hey, if you can see it, you can do it.
Right. So you came back. You've been home for 5 years here in Houston, Texas. City Project is here. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Yay! So the City of Houston's mayor's office of cultural affairs elected 5 different storytellers in 5 different communities throughout Houston, and those communities are communities that are being dealing with environmental crisis right now. Yes. Environmental crisis, environmental genocide, to be honest. Yeah. And so I was selected. It's called the Houston Inspira, and I was selected for Cashmere Gardens, which was very important to me because my father and his family's from Cashmere Gardens and Trinity Gardens, and my mother's family has history there in Cashmere Gardens as well. And to know that there is a lot of pollution that's happening through the railroads that are going weaved within the community that we don't understand. You have your factories that are nearby, and we don't understand how the pollution in the air is really bad. There's cancer clusters. People are dying from cancer. Children are dying from leukemia, higher rates of asthma. So there's a lot going on in such a little community in such a big city. Right here in Houston. Yeah. And there's more communities like that people are seeing these effects that have been affecting people for the last 40 years, but now it's like time to do something about it. Right. So for that project, I went within the community, was able to speak to people, hear people's stories, and created a short film. And the short film just focuses in on the generational health issues that's happening, and then a theme song for it. And so right now where we're at, that's done. Right now where we're at is the advocacy part of the project with the city, and I'll be showing the film and performing the song at the Capitol in April. At a legislative hearing. Yeah, I was like, well, okay, so y'all better. So I'm just like, I'm prepping for that because I really want people to understand, anyone in that room, to have compassion for these communities, because these people are really dying. Their families are really dying. They're really suffering from so many things. Yeah. A silent killer that's speaking volumes. Yes. It's very important, guys. So the Capitol is waiting on Dria. Yeah. Drop it. Let's go. Yeah, you're going to hear this message. You're going to hear this message. You're going to listen today, okay? Wow. Okay. Where can people go and find and support this? Yes, it's called Liberty Road. Okay. And do I want to look at the camera or look at you? Oh, okay. Liberty Road. There is a YouTube called Liberty Road, the movie. And the song is called Change. It's going to come, and it is on all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, Dria Thornton. Change is going to come. And yes. We've been vibing so much. She's like, let me look at you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dria. We about to lighten the mood up a little bit. Okay. It's time to play a game, y'all. Yes, it's time to play a game. And this game is, you know what? I kind of got a little different. I got 2 games I'm gonna do a little. Okay. Through. Okay. The first game is give me 5 reasons why men cheat. 5 reasons why men cheat. Because they feel like they can't be honest. Okay. Because they're greedy. Is it really 5? I don't even know if there's 5. Come on. Use your pen game. Let's see. Greedy. Don't feel like you can tell the truth. What's some of the worst excuses you've heard of why a man is cheated? Oh gosh. I don't know. I don't look. That's what I say. I don't know. It doesn't mean I don't love you. or like I don't know. She didn't mean anything to me.
Yep. Give me one more. Give me one more. The worst excuse you ever heard.
I don't know.
This is good.
This is hard.
You know what? Shout out to Chris. You all right with me. When your wife can't think of nothing.
Right. No, I can't. You know why? Because he's just honest. I let him be honest.
I'm with you, girl. That is amazing. Listen, look, that was the game. You just got a wife.
Hey.
Dria, where can people go find you and support you, sis?
Yes, you can on Instagram at Dria DRIA_Thornton THORNTON. You can also find me on TikTok the same way, Dria_Thornton. Spotify, Dria Thornton. Apple Music, Dria Thornton. And YouTube, Dria Thornton. Everywhere is Dria Thornton, okay? Yeah. I have music videos and everything on YouTube. Yeah. All my music's on the DSPs. I have a lot of music out, so go check it out.
Yes, I'm so excited to be finally sitting here talking to you. It's been a long time coming.
Thank you.
2023 is going to be an amazing year.
It is.
Anything you want to let your fans or future fans know before we get ready to get up out of here?
If you're local in Houston, I will be at the Foundation Room February 23rd, doing a performance with my DJ and producer, Charity Works. So yeah, go into my social media and you can find the tickets there or information on where the show is.
The one and only Dria Thornton is in our building. Thank you so much for coming by, sis. It's been such a pleasure to sit here and talk with you. And y'all, you gotta stay ready for the ready.
Hey.
Word from the one and only Dria Thornton. We'll see you guys next time. It's your girl Rosii with Iconix. I'm just excited.
Thank you.
Check it out. Minute Maid got some new drinks out, guys, and we are doing a giveaway with Y Live Productions with my boy, Run. Well, you got two black girls in here and black, y'all. We hot. We out here. We out of here. See y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.